Morning, students, this is the posterior mediastinum that you are seeing here. Why? Because see, here was the heart along with the pericardium was here. Now we are removing the heart, and what we see after removal of the heart, what here you are seeing is the posterior mediastinum. So posterior mediastinum, our boundaries are anteriorly by the heart and the pericardium, alright. Posteriorly it is related to the bodies of the 12 thoracic vertebra, and superior limit will be this sternal angle which is cutting across T4 at the posterior aspect. So the superior limit will be this area, that is the sternal angle which is cutting across the T4 vertebra posteriorly, and inferior limit is by the diaphragm. I repeat, it is bounded anteriorly by the heart and the pericardium, okay, and then posteriorly it is related to the 12 thoracic vertebra with the intervertebral disc, and superior limit is the sternal angle which comes here, which is cutting across the T4 vertebra. So this is the plane, or this is the superior limit of the posterior mediastinum corresponding to T4 vertebra or sternal angle in front, and inferiorly it is related to the diaphragm. This is the diaphragm, this is the right dome, that's the left dome. Now what do you see in the posterior mediastinum? Of course, some parts of the some structures which are already there in the superior mediastinum continue also. So this is a trachea which you can see dividing into two principal bronchus. Here you can see the right principal bronchus and the left principal bronchus. Right is more in line with the trachea, left deviates more from the midline of the trachea. So right principal bronchus is more in line with the trachea, left is deviating away from the main trachea. So therefore foreign bodies, right lung is more susceptible to infection because of it, because right principal bronchus is more in line with the trachea. Now once I remove the trachea, I can see the esophagus. This is the esophagus, right, which is the thoracic part of the esophagus, extending from the C6 vertebra and the neck till the T11 vertebra, where it pierces the cardiac end of the stomach and enters the stomach. Now once I remove when I retract the esophagus, I am able to see this orifices of the descending thoracic aorta. This is descending thoracic aorta, right? Now, which is a continuation of arch of aorta. Now one more thing I wanted to show you. See, in each intercostal space you are able to see the vein structures, the vein, the artery and the nerve, okay. So the vein structures you are able to see in each intercostal space. See, these are the vein structures. This is the sympathetic chain. What you are able to see here is the sympathetic chain, right? Okay, and these structures what you are seeing are the grey and the white rami communicantis, which are communicating. The sympathetic ganglia is communicating with the intercostal nerves via the rami communicantis, right? Then this structure what you are seeing here onto the right hand side is the azygous vein. This is the azygous vein on the right hand side, and you can see all the posterior intercostal veins right from 5th posterior intercostal vein to 11th posterior intercostal vein drain into this azygous vein. Corresponding to the azygous vein on the right side, you have the hemiazygous and accessory hemiazygous. So where are they? Here, this one what you are seeing here, this is a superior hemiazygous, alright. Superior hemiazygous which is draining into the azygous vein. So this is the limit where it is draining into the azygous vein here. This is the superior hemiazygous. This what you see here, all this is the inferior hemiazygous vein. So this is a superior hemiazygous, this is a inferior hemiazygous vein, right? Both are draining into the azygous vein. See, inferior hemiazygous vein here is draining into the azygous vein here. Superior hemiazygous vein is draining into the azygous vein at this level here. And here you can see the inferior hemiazygous vein is draining into the azygous vein at this level, right? So again I'll show you, this is superior hemiazygous vein, see, corresponding to the azygous vein on the right side. On the left side you have superior hemiazygous and you have the inferior here. This is the inferior hemiazygous vein. I'll just clear it a little more. This is the inferior hemiazygous vein, and this is the point where the inferior hemizygous is draining into the azygous vein. This point and this point here both. So these are the areas where it is draining into the azygous vein. So that is about the posterior mediastinum, the contents which are visible. Posterior mediastinum will be asked as a discussion specimen in your exam. So learn about the boundaries, enumerate the contents and read a few lines about each content. Thank you.